Hello RC fans, Racing 393, and this is part 2. So a little quick intro, nothing much, not too much detail here, but part 2 is the next few steps that build up the rear of the car. We've still got the front suspension to do, that will be in part 3, but we're getting there. Enjoying this build, although it's quite fiddly. It's not it's not as easy, I don't think, to build as what a Tamiya would be, a sort of a similar priced Tamiya kit. For example, the SRBs, which are the Sand Scorcher, what is the Sand Scorcher, Rough Rider, and Super Champ. In my opinion, they're for a beginner, they're quite tough. And this is, this Kyosho Legendary re-release is based as a competitor directly to those kits. This one's definitely, I wouldn't say complicated. It's not complicated. It's just advanced. If you've built a Tamiya kit and you've bought, I don't know, something like a frog, maybe a frog. Don't know. Maybe that's a bit too advanced. But one of a grasshopper or a lunchbox or something that sort of will get you into the hobby. The Tamiya version. I'm not saying Kyosho do a lunchbox. They do a Kyosho van, but we're digressing. But the lunchbox, for example, is quite a straightforward build for somebody who wants to build one for the first time. If you built this for the very first time, I think some people would struggle to comprehend what to do. As far as kit builders and RC enthusiasts, it probably wouldn't be difficult. But I'm reasonably advanced, and I'm not saying I'm the best builder by any stretch. However, I was struggling a little bit, not to understand it. It's just it takes a little bit of thought to get it done properly. And even I didn't read the instructions on a number of parts and it made a few mistakes. So anyway, I won't chat any longer. Let's get going. Let's get into the shed and start the process for part 2. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I like doing shock absorbers. So we're going to build 4. Step 11 is building shocks. Step 12 is the rear. It's actually the rear suspension by the looks of it. Yeah, rear suspension. There's a couple of steps and then they go on. So we're going to get these built. I'm going to I might show you a little bit of a close-up on what I'm doing. Probably use the other camera, sort of looking down on the deck. But yeah, onwards and upwards. Instruction pamphlet needed. Various different tuning pistons, and there's a lot of them in there. This is mad. Also the seals, O-rings, the titanium shafts. These are 60mm shafts, and some C-clips and ball joints, and the actual shocks themselves, the bodies and springs. Got another set of springs here, but I don't know. I'll probably use what's on there for now. I've got a couple of glasses here to put bits in, which I probably will do because I don't want to lose anything. I'll probably empty them out into there, to be fair. Empty them out into there, to be fair. That's that done. Right. I wish they'd put this on bigger writing, because
I can't see shit. So I'm going to gather the bits together to make the piston. It just depends on how many holes I need on the piston. Let me have a little read. I have to use my phone. Interestingly, it features, I'm just reading this here, unique piston design. 3 expert tuning modes are available to fine-tune the damper's responses. It also has a rebound core system which allows the customer to interchange 6 different pistons to achieve 9 different settings. Yeah, so it's got like, some of the pistons have got like a V on it. I don't know if I can show you that. Can you see that? I'm sure you're going to see it. But you've got like, for example, like 3-hole piston, normal, and a 3-hole piston with a V. The V just means that the hole, these are, not you're going to see these, because they're too small, but these are 2-hole pistons, and they've got a V on it, and that means that the hole's V-shaped. Apparently, faster compression and slower rebound. Better for absorbing during cornering, so we'll probably go with that. I mean, that's 2 all round. I might have to put like, I don't know, 3 in the front and 2 at the back. So probably do like the front shocks 2 and the rear shocks 3, but we'll do the V's or whatever they are. So they're 60mm, as I said, and the titanium shafts, so light, and there's no resistance there, no friction. So we've got to get a C-clip. I hate C-clips. And the piston, you know, I'm going to build the rears first, so they're 3. So let's get them off. I'm going to do a customary rub these down. Well, it's not an E-clip tool, it's a multi-tool, but it will do for building these shocks up. It's always fiddly, this bit, trying to get that on. Now my understanding is the V goes on the top, so I put the V on top as it's going down the bore. I can hardly see that pin. Oh my life, is it still on there even? Yeah, just about. Oh, that's a nightmare. I'll do 4 of them. A picture of it. This was written really small for some reason. Quite nice. I like that. We do need to take the bottom part off. I don't know if that's been. Has that got a rod guide in there? No, so there's a few things to add into there. They're all the same. It's right, they're the clear ones. I thought there was more than one. Put a tiny bit in the end and put the O-ring in. And make sure that's seated down. Even that feels really silky smooth. Just the rod. The rod. So that's where this will come in handy. So the good thing with this is you can hold the shock shaft with it. It doesn't scrape or scratch, and it's a lot easier. That's it. So now it's a case of putting oil in them. I should get them all to that stage, then put oil in them, I think. So I'm going to make the other 3 and then I'll be back ready to put oil in them. Right, 4 shocks done. 4 shocks. I've now got to fill them up with oil. What does it say? So I'm going to try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, So 400 Mugen, and I think that's, I don't know what that is, but anyway, I'm going to fill it up. So I've got the springs on, so I'm going to have to just compress them manually for now. It's not too bad. I can top it up a little bit, a couple of drops, not much. The rubber caps can go on. I think there's another bit that goes on, I'm pretty sure. A little polyurethane sponge spacer, damper I think it's called. Then we then put the shock cap on the top, which I'm going to do now, and that's the first shock done. Yeah, it feels really, really good. Right, that's all them done. Nice. Bit fiddly, but done. For now. Right, step 12. Incidentally, that's the spring. You're not going to believe where that was. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Anyway, I'll tell you later on. Later on. So that's on. All these new bearings. These V2 bearings. This hub then goes on. Trusty old calipers. Right, it's got to be 8mm. I need the light. I don't want to do it under the camera for. I can't see jack. So that's 8mm. Right, we'll just nip that up. One done. Nice. I don't suppose there's no shims. Okay, let's build the other one up. Yeah, bang on. Moving on now to step 13. So it's the rear suspension posts. This looks like overcomplicated for what it is. Okay, so we'll get that back on. That must all be in there or something. I didn't see that, but they've got to be on the right way round. It's got to go on the chassis and it's at an angle. Okay. Measure once, cut 15 times. Never assume. Okay, so that's not done up yet, but I've got to get the lines, the holes in line, and then that one. For now, the orientation of these is quite tricky. You've got to pay attention to which way around they go. It's like a Rubik's cube. There's many combinations, but only one is right. Well, that's not just saying, is it? But you know what I mean. So, step 13. Got to pay particular attention to these. It's what the basically what these pivot on, effectively. So we're going to put these on now. I don't really know how they go on, to be honest. Oh yeah, like that. So that will go like that. and then the other one will go like that. I don't know if you can see that. My other camera's gone flat anyway, so there we go. Right, so let's assemble this together. I've got the drive shafts as well to go on there as well. So, neck ache. As I was saying, step 14 now, which includes putting the swing arms on and drive shafts with some grease. Don't know if you can see me because I've got it sort of facing probably here, haven't I? Maybe I should move the camera. I don't know. Let's move it. There you go. You can probably see me now. I can show the camera, can't I? So, yep. There's those. That can go on. That can go on. Drive shafts. And I've got to get some drive shaft grease. Oh, it's all fallen off. It's all gone wrong. It's all going wrong. So this is drive shaft grease. Again, you can get that from Schumacher. So it's just white grease basically. Okay. Now I have got in here somewhere is some really tiny grub screws. God, man. Can just about see them. One, with 4. Two. I should use tweezers, shouldn't I? My big fat arms, banana fingers. Are these Tamiya ones? I don't know. I think they're Tamiya ones. I can barely see them. Right, that definitely doesn't fit them. I'm not going to use the tools that came with the kit actually, because it will give you these, so that should fit on there. Right, so I think I'm going to have to put them in here, but very lightly. The thing is with rudder control cars is some of it's really obscenely small. And this is one of them. It's even worse than the engine, like the pinion. That's not going to go on there, is it? Come on. Oh, that'll be there. Jacket keeps getting caught on things as well, so fucking. Yeah, I can't believe I found the spring. And the weird thing was, it was right near my foot. And I'd laid on the floor down here, I don't know how many times, with a torch, looking everywhere. The only thing I think of is it was not there, it was somewhere where I didn't see it and kicked it over there or something. Don't know. They're all in there. What's next? Just we'll dip it in there. Nice smooth grease. Don't want to overdo it, but nevertheless, that's probably too much. Oh my god! Come on, dickhead! I create more problems than fix. Right, that's that one. It's almost like a jutted kit. Although this isn't baggy, it keeps getting bloody caught. So the drive shafts are on. Right. I will say, It is different to Tamiya. It's probably better finished, but I don't think it's as easy. As a beginner, you need a little bit more experience to build one of these. I don't know. This almost needs to be a shelf queen. That's it. I'm trying to do like a more detailed build. I know you probably can't see anything. Maybe I should move the camera. The thing is, I can't see the camera, so I don't know what you can see. If you can't see anything when I've been pissing around and well, I don't know. I'm sure you'll cope. Right, so that goes in there again. That will go in there like that. So there you can see that's how that's going to work. You know, in true life, Volkswagen, isn't it? That's how they work. Trailing arms. Can sense that you'd probably want Loctite. I keep saying that, don't I? If I lose anything, I've got no one and nothing, no one to blame other than myself. And there you have it. It's like I've done it. I haven't done it. Have I? Sky. Dog sat down there. I should lift that up actually. That concludes, I think, 14. It's a really nice, just the way it's built, but it is very much the SRB, the old Tamiya. Ooh, the shock absorbers can go on now. Okay, now it's not going to be this, because it ain't the standard ones. Oh, I don't know which ones are which. Muppet! Which ones did I put in? They feel fairly similar. Amateur. Right, so one of the things at first, now I know I don't know if I can combine the two. I believe that must just pop on there. How's that going to go on there? That's it. Oh, that's tight. All this room, and I've got no room. Feels about right. I don't have to be too soft. It does feel really soft, almost too soft. And there you have it there in the back. And there you have it. Right, that's done. What's next? Step 15 that was. Step 16 is the roll bar. So it's putting this on, which looks like it goes there, but it's also got a brace on it, which I've got to figure out. Okay, the customary clean up. There is nothing worse than seeing these little spurs still part of the kit when people build them. I hate it when people do, like, you know, timed builds. Yeah, it really annoys me. What's that annoys me? Each to their own. Build it how you want to build it, but if you're going to build something, do it properly. So like I said, lots of people on videos, I can understand why they do it, and I understand because I watch it as well, but you know, you're watching people destroy cars. Ugh. Some people can't afford some of these cars, and to have a car be like an absolute dream come true for some of them, even those cheap Banggood ones, you know what I mean? Yet people smash the shit out of them. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Right, let's sort out these screws. Countersunk. There's one thing, I don't know what it's just probably me, but it's quite tiring building cars. Get the right part, that'll work. As in, it takes a lot of concentration to do it properly. I don't know how many parts. I'll probably 1 to 10, was it 11? I don't know how many parts this series will be. Right, that's that. Step 16. It's just really making the lower front arm now. Opening another bag. And step 21 is up to putting the front suspension on. Then it's, you know, it's not much else to do. Could show you the rear tyre, couldn't I? I'll tell you what to do. We'll end the video here. The third part's going to be the complete chassis then, but I'll give a little sneak peek of the wheels and tyre, well, what the rears anyway at the moment. As per usual, they've not stuck on. JC Racing, I think, and these are like really soft flat track tyres. I've got a surprise in there for the front tyres, not using these really hard ones. And there you have it. Oh, I might as well lift the car up. A different approach than the big balloon tyres you get with the kit, although they look alright. I quite like them, but they're not the same, is it? So that's the hex. I suppose I might as well put the rear wheel on, hadn't I, the other one, and we'll finish it there. Obviously do something with that. But anyway, that's what I'm going to put on it. The fronts are slightly different, but a very similar idea. What do you think? So I think that'll do it for part 2, won't it? What do you think? Part 2 done? Part 3 will be the rest, the front, put it all on, and then get it a rolling chassis, maybe the servo in or something, I don't know, and then we can go from there. Maybe we can get the body shell on, don't know. I'll go as far as I can. That was up to 17, step 17. Yeah, I think the shocks are a bit soft, aren't they? I've got stiffer springs. I might have to try those other springs and see if they stiffen up a little bit. If you want to see part 3, then it's getting cold in here now. If you want to see part 3, hit the subscribe button and the notifications for when this video will come out, and part 3 will be very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.